to be a guest speaker today. His name is Talha. I don't want to butcher your last name. It's Masood, right? Talha Masood.
Masood. Yes,
Masood.
yes. My full name is Talha Masood SENECA.
Well, Talha is a good friend of mine, and I really appreciate Talha for coming in today, because I was telling him that we're going to be talking about personal branding and how you build a brand for yourself. And there's no one better that I can think of who's done this in such a successful way than my friend Talha. He has this YouTube channel called Geek My, and he's been able to build a brand for himself for video and product review. In fact, he did it so well, he was invited by Huawei to travel over, if I'm not mistaken, to Dubai, I believe.
Yes. Thank you.
To do a product review, and companies send him devices for him to review. And this is because of the way he's done his personal branding. And so I think he's going to be a great guest speaker for that. And with that, I want to pass it on to, I'm not going to steal your thunder, Talha, but I'll stop sharing.
No, it's all right. Okay, so thank you so much, Gabriel, for that wonderful introduction. And I think that in my, not really a lot of people actually really know about all these things that you have explained. In fact, I had problems accepting those things as well, but now hearing them, this is actually the first time I heard them from someone else's invoice. So I really appreciate those kind words. So if one person really takes my things to heart and applies them in their life, I think it will be a much happier and much more. You can say it will be successful in your business. It will be successful in your life. I think it will be really helpful. So if everyone could please raise their hands in their chat or yeah, I would really appreciate it.
But Talha, actually, what I was hoping you could share was maybe a little bit about your story with Geek My.
Absolutely.
And some of the challenges you encountered, or what that story was like.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I was just hearing one of the students talk, and she was talking about her previous diameter pitch and her previous education as well. So let me tell you about a little bit about my previous education. And Gabriel has done such a fantastic job of explaining Geek My. But about my personal education, I will tell you that I'm a very you can say, like all of you guys might have some fancy degrees, but I have no previous education, because when I was in university in Pakistan, people that ask questions, people that are creative, people that say, hey, people that show the world that I am not gonna bow down. I'm gonna look you in the eye. People, those kind of people in Pakistan, it's a very dangerous country. It's a very dangerous country for people like them. So in my university, I always ask questions. I always ask, and when teachers were, it was a very one thing I was very bitter about was that I was paying so much money. And the second thing I was bitter about, I was paying it from my own pocket.
Yeah, I got you. So education there was a little bit different than probably what you find here in Canada.
Yeah. So I joined university. I was paying from my own. So I started working. So the whole story starts. If everyone can see my screen, the whole story starts here with my grandfather. My grandfather he had a similar origins. He came from his parents couldn't afford a university education for him. So my grandfather, he dropped out of school in 10th grade, and he had to figure out his own way in his life. And he wanted to be a writer. He was a literature. He was really into literature, and he made his own journey. And at the end, he got the recognition, the highest civilian recognition you can get in Pakistan. That is from the president of Pakistan. It's called Tamka Imtiaz. It's called the Pride and Performance Award. You can only get that from the president. And he received that award when he much later in life, when he was like right near his end of his life. So that was really the benchmark. That is really the benchmark for me, that hey, I have to do something of equal caliber. So that was a lesson that he passed on to us. And that is a lesson that he passed on down to my father and to my brother as well. So my father is a really creative person. My brother is a really creative person. And that's really everything I've learned from them. That's no school, even in my school, people were like, hey, don't be creative. They will give you a template. They will be like, hey, you do follow these rules, follow this template. I'm like, what, I can use my brain. So I'll figure my own way out. So that's really the secret. That's really the secret to branding as well. That's really the secret to everything. And one of the previous students was talking about asking in interviews, in questions, just really the whole thing you are trying to convey is that one you are flexible, that you can understand. Like if you receive an assignment that say, hey, the manager is late, 30 minutes late or something, that you can understand and you can fill those shoes. That is something they are looking for. You don't have to be 100% available. You don't have to put your own boundaries aside. You can just you just have to look them in the eye and tell them that, hey, I know my rights as well, and these are my boundaries as well. Yes, I'm flexible, I'm available, but I'm not available 24/7. You need to work together, and they have to work together with you as well. That's something I would suggest. And it will also as well, like I understand that I'm in similar conditions as you, that I about a month ago I had no money as well. I still have no money, but a month ago I didn't have a proper place to stay as well. I had to move. It's a whole different story, but I'm just like you. I'm just like you. That's what I'm trying to convey. I'm just like you. And but you don't, and like you, I understand that sometimes we're desperate for a job and we really have to make our ends meet. But don't whatever in like no way you need to convey that to your employer. Don't convey that to your employer or any interviewer. In your interview, imply give the body language, give the information that, hey, you are a very in demand person. So that is very important. And for that to be that, and you need personal branding as well. And for personal branding, that I'm going to get to that in the future. But yeah, so that's number one thing I'll say, that you have to have clear boundaries as well. And also, like, why do you want to work for a place that is not respectful of your boundaries? One warehouse place I was working at, the timing was from 2 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I will work all night in the warehouse for double shifts, and sometimes it will be one shift. It will be, but they will notify me only 2-3 hours before. And at the same time, I was working at Toys R Us. So I had two jobs in the same day, and I was trying to make it all work together because I was very desperate. I was in a very bad financial conditions. I was very desperate, but so I had no boundaries, and I was available to everyone. And only what it did was it only just caused me mental headache. It didn't cause any of my problems to go away. And the funny thing is in that warehouse they were not respectful of anyone's boundaries, because they know that in this country, but this country is going through at this time, the with like the number of international students that have entered, like so many people have come in, all of a sudden the institutions are not ready to. They know that if someone is not available, that can let go of their boundaries. Some other guy is available that will take the place, will get the job, is probably desperate enough for a job. They think that, and they know that they will eventually find someone. They will find someone that is ready to do that. But it is very important for you to let everyone know, that you have your boundaries as well. And you need to be a person who is a calm person, so you can perform your job to the maximum of your ability. is
So
that is
Tala,
that
you're talking
understand?
about the challenges here in
Yes, yes,
Canada and some of the employment
yes, yes,
components. How did
absolutely.
you balance this out like while you were working to continue with your digital presence as well too? Like how did you manage
In
both?
Canada, oh yes, yes. In Canada, actually, if everyone can see my screen. And when I was uploaded, I was working consistently in Pakistan, because when I started working, it's really about connection. I made connections with this one company called Shamrock Communications, who did PR and marketing for Huawei. So after my college, I was in 11th after 11th grade, their office was near my office, my college. So after that, my college, I would just drive there. I was on either on my bicycle, on my motor bicycle, or on a bus. But I made some good friendships there, and basically everyone in that office was very talented. And really, all these connections are the connections that you make. All these, and even your friends as well, your peers as well. Tomorrow, these will be at really good position. Someone will be a lawyer, someone will be a doctor, someone will be. So these connections that you make, they are going to be helpful throughout. So I made some good connections there, and I started a journey. And then eventually someone went to Huawei, someone started working at Samsung, someone started working at Xiaomi. So all these friends started went to different places, and they knew my work, they would recognize my work. So it was a very good beneficial relationship. And from there, it just kept growing. I had a few videos that went viral. I had a few, but overall my digital presence wasn't like really a lot. Like I had on YouTube, I have around 8,000 subscribers, but on Facebook, I have around 50,000 followers. But in Pakistan, Facebook is more, used more, so that was good for me. as well.
Now, if
But
you don't mind me asking, what do you
yes, yes.
identify as being that delta from going from, like you said on Facebook, you have 55,000, YouTube, you have 8,000. What's that
Yes.
delta
Well,
from going from like 0
the
to
number one
55?
the number one thing is that you have to remember that it is only a number. The number of subscribers you have, it doesn't matter in the least bit. The least is not the least bit important, because if you see my channel, if you can see my screen, how do I minimize? 1 second. Let me. Okay, this is zoom. If you see my screen, a lot of the videos that we have made, and if you open any of these videos, you will see that the hard work on each and every one of them is absolutely impactful. Let me just open this one. If you can see the screen from the beginning, but with the music, it's better because the editing flows better.
Now, did you go through, you didn't have any formal like video training or anything?
No,
All of
no.
this was,
Yeah, that formal education. My brother was a photographer, and he did wedding photography, event management, and stuff like that. So I would tag along with him as an assistant. And pretty soon, me and him branched off. Like sometimes he would go to do it. Sometimes we would have two weddings in the same day, so he would cover one, and I would cover the other one. So like I pretty soon I learned as to how to the language of the camera. It's really training and skill, and that really skill. Like if you can just you do something, but they say 10,000 hours. If you have a camera, you can just you put in your 10,000 hours, you will learn the language of the camera, and that's true for everything. If you put in your 10,000 hours, you learn the language of it. You learn the language of editing, of the cameras, of cinematography, of everything. So you see, yeah, and then I start talking, and the video goes on. But and all of that effort only got 61 views and 0 comments. So it is never about, but the video that do go viral. So let me show you. Most popular. So if we say, let's say this one, this 245,000, 220, 200,000, like these are, let me show you this one.
now for things to go viral, do you think it's associated
Yes.
with like the brand that you're presenting or
No,
the
the sort
timing?
things, yes, the timing is very important. The timing is absolutely very, very important. You have to be on top of Google Analytics, of any analytics you can find. You can have, and also you have to keep your mind creative as well and see what are the things that are going viral, what are the things that are appealing. Let's go with it. You can do this experiment right now. You can open Instagram, you can open TikTok, you can open Instagram, press the search button. You see that great. You can see what is the content that is being recommended to you, what are the thumbnails, what is the description. Keep a track of all of that and apply those things as well into your own personal branding, as well as if you have this Geek My Day. This was a startup. I still think it's a startup, but in your own personal. But I now use in Pakistan. I used it as a startup. In Canada, I use it as a personal branding, because I think that really helps. That has helped open a lot of doors for me in Canada. So that is what I would recommend. Build a personal brand for yourself, and you can use your own name. You can come up with a creative name, and your hobbies basically. What are your hobbies? If you like anything related to art, I say that's a message that my father brought down to me. That if it's anything related to art, you will be a very smart and creative person who can think quickly on their feet. Is everyone following me along? People in the class?
Yeah, any questions on personal branding or? What would you say was like the hardest part when it comes to personal branding? At least for you, what was your biggest challenge?
The hardest part, and I think that's if anyone has gone through a similar journey of when they've started like doing something on their own self, and like just saying that, hey, you know what, I have this thing in my mind, whatever it takes, I'm just gonna put it out there. And when you have that mindset, you face a lot of challenges. People won't take you absolutely, especially in the start. No one will take you seriously. Some people will not take you seriously your whole life. Some people, your family sometimes will not understand what is the mission that you have in your mind. Your friends might not understand. People won't take you seriously. You will face like this, but is what I'm also talking about. 62 views, only 0 comments, nothing. That's you will face a lot of like, similar in when you apply for a job, you will feel a lot of rejection. You will feel a lot of that, hey, I'm not doing a good enough job, I'm not doing so that's really what I took from it. I just keep building on my skills, keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. Eventually something works, and that's when you learn that what works, and that's when you figure things out.
And what was it like working with like a big company like Huawei, doing a product review for them?
So Huawei, when I started working with Huawei, their marketing manager was changing, and the new marketing manager, his name is Usama. I'm sorry, I'm mentioning all these people's names so everyone knows that I want to give people the credit. It's not like one person effort.
Right.
It's a whole village of effort. So his name is Osama. I can't remember his full name right now, but Osama. So let's say Osama. So when he came in, he was a similar person who thought like me. Like he is also a very creative person, and really he saw the effort. He really saw the effort, and I gave him a pitch that hey, I wanna make videos. So at that time their phone was coming out. You were talking about timing before, Gabriel. At their phone was coming out the Mate 10. Let me share my screen again. Give me 1 second. So this phone was coming out, the Mate 10, the Mate 10. So these were three phones: the Mate 10 Pro, Mate 10 Lite, and Mate 10. I don't remember the third one, but so this was what my pitch was to him. So this is a very historic place in Pakistan. In Pakistan, it's like this is the place where before the British in around like 1800, 1700, the Mughals the Mughals would have their nightlife. Okay, so I want you guys to have that context that this is the place where in around 1700, around 1800, way before the British, this land was under the subcontinent. It was under the British, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and neighboring country. So this is a context of that place, and this was my pitch to Osama. It wasn't a big pitch. It wasn't like a whole conversation. It was just a text message, and it was that I want to make a video like how Casey Neistat makes a video. That's it. You can summarize your entire pitch in five words, 4 words, 3 words. That this is my idea. And if you have done that, I think you are very good in communication. If you have done that, I think you will be very beneficial for your employers as well. And it just shows that you are quick on your feet. That was the whole page. The person, or if you want to, you can attach a link as well. That hey, this is how a video makes Casey Neistat makes a video. So I didn't attach a link. I already knew he will know Casey Neistat because he was popular. So yeah, just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout what smart people are doing, what creative people are doing, and try to apply that in your personal branding as well. So I told him, yes.
Sorry, what I was going to say was what I'm getting out of this is be quick on your feet, be able to be concise with your words, look for opportunities, make your own opportunities. Right?
Make your own opportunities. Make your own opportunities, and also when you get into trouble, when you feel like there are no opportunities, use that as a challenge for yourself. And even the opportunities that are not visible to you, even that is an opportunity. It's like, for example, I never had any money. I never had any education. I just knew I had time and patience. So anything I needed someone to hire for, I needed someone to edit for, I just learned it myself. I needed someone to learn Photoshop, Premiere Pro, all these tools. I just learned those things myself. So when you have no money, that's all you can do. So that's what I would say, that whenever even a challenge is an opportunity for something. It's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for learning.
I like that mindset, opportunity for growth, opportunity for mindset. I mean, even when I was a student as well, I had no money either. I mean, it was always like, where am I going to get the money? But I think you touched on some good points, which is like making opportunities, building connections. And then you talked about something else too, which is like, you gave credit to other people because you said it wasn't just yourself who did all this, right?
There were a whole village of men. Even the point of mentioning my parents and my grandfather as well, that is that it's a whole village of it's a whole village of effort. It's a whole village. It's a whole country. It's a whole city. It's not one person's effort. It's a lot of people's effort. And really, I would say that the secret was because I was going to college at the time. I was going in 11th grade. I was wearing my college uniform, which is a white shirt and a school uniform. I was wearing that, so I would go to all these colleges. They would say that all these brands, and they would say that with the student, what is he doing? He should be studying. Why is he so eager to get into the world of adults, of professionals? So all the doors opened for me only because of that. That's what I would say. But eventually, because of that, I learned so much as well that eventually I think I became something good and good in my life. So
someone in the class,
yes,
just quickly, someone in the class asked, why make something if it's already there, right? Like if there's already content of something,
yes,
why should we make it again?
The answer to that question is, well, there are 1,000 different songs, there are 1,000 different movies. Why make a new movie? Because you have a picture in your mind, because you have something creative that you want to share to the world. You have want to put your own stamp to it, and that's really if you see my personal branding. Let's just see 30 seconds of this video as well. You can see that yeah, just see that this was now you know the historical context of this video. Just see the first 30 seconds, you can see. So this was a phone, and with the music it's way better because because I was recording on my bike like that, and that's the place, right? And then 1 second later, 2 seconds later, that's the place. And then I made the whole camera review. And but the thing is that this type of editing, this type of style, this type of this quality as well, but this whole package you won't get from anywhere else. And that is because the mind that I have, there's no other mind like this. And that is a true for you as well. The whatever music you make, whatever dance, like it's really the beating to the beat of your own heart. Some people can do it, some people don't know how can do it. But really, if you know how to dance to the beat of your own drums, you can do all these things as well. And it's really about just about the answer to that is just about being creative and putting your own stamp on it. Putting your own stamp on it, showing the world that it's really just a fight with the world. I don't know when this started, but it's just a fight with the world that just have to show the world that, hey, you know what? I don't apply your rules, don't apply to me. I'm gonna figure my own way out, and I will do it better than everyone. This is just a fight with the world. I don't understand why I have this, but I know why I have it. And that's the answer to that question, is that you have to put your own stamp on it. And the more that your employers see on your own personal branding that this person has their own stamp on it, has their own language, has their own visual flair, the more I think you will be successful in your personal branding as well as if you want to start up an online business.
So I like that. Walking the beat of your own drum. Most of these
Yeah.
students are software developers, or looking for software
Oh,
developer positions.
that's a out. Are you anyone one of you musicians or anyone into arts or anything?
So what would you recommend as students to do to brand themselves in the field of software development?
In the field of software development, I would say that you can apply the same thing because I let me show this one other thing. If you can see me again, I have a quick so I have this my portfolio as well that I made on Notion. I don't have much coding skills, but on Notion you don't need many coding skills, but it's a very good tool that you can use. So I made this you can say it's a resume, but it's a portfolio about me on Notion. You can see like my all different jobs, all the jobs that I have done about Geek My Day as well. I haven't updated it in a long time. You can see what music I'm listening to. If someone opens it, they can see the about me page as well that talks about me. And it's all connected. If they see someone reads this and they want to say, oh, I want to read more, they can see the professional journey. They can go to listen to the experts. This page is very important. Listen to the expert. This page, I've been on contact with all my professors. Be in good touch with all your instructors and have a good relationship with them, because they will give you remarks, and those remarks you can put on your resume as well. And those remarks you can put and I've just put them all at one place. And I've also put their LinkedIn as well. So if someone has any questions, like see this Talha from Gabriel, you can see this as well. Talha is technically
humbled.
yeah, and then they can press the LinkedIn and they can see the LinkedIn. They can go to the LinkedIn of that person. So that's what I would suggest for their personal branding for software development. I think that would be beneficial in the field of software development.
Any question, class? Talha, I really appreciate you coming in and talking to everyone.
No, it's no problem. No problem. I just hope that the class will participate more, because I think it will be more
don't worry
fun
about it. Don't worry about it. I don't mean to.
They should do it.
Need any disrespect to anyone, but it's a norm here for a very reserved group. But we were talking about branding today, and I was telling them how it's important to try to kind of brand yourself as you can in different ways. Whatever capacity you want.
And also
yeah.
Sorry. I would just like to add, if you have like good art, I have more art in your life. I would say, if you have good artist friends, they will help you. Like for example, my best friend Wali, his name is Wali Shazad. He's an amazing musician in Pakistan, but he doesn't have all this talent is hidden. These are your peers, these are your friends, people are around you that have all these talents and skills that can do this. So I wanted to make music. So I was like, hey Wali, let's collab, and you will get if we make any money, we will divide it 50%, and always keep it 50%, because these are our peers, and always treat people with their due respect and their due talent that they deserve. So we divided everything 50-50. He came to my place. We got together and we wanted to make music, and we made new music, and then we got together and we made music. We made a whole music video. This was coming out at the time, and it's amazing. It's an amazing video. Let me show you my friend. So yeah, that's my friend. You can see how hard he is working as well. And he doesn't have any YouTube channel. He doesn't have any, he's a software developer as well, actually. And you can see that he's a very talented person. But that's what I would say, that just have more arts in your life. And also, like on my personal branding on my Instagram page, this is my friend Maheen. Her Instagram page is Pyroshi Art. She made this amazing artwork for me that I think is the best example of personal branding. It just sums up everything in one photo. I am a person who is a nerd, so I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt, and the artwork is based on there's a different video game. Any of you into video games?
I think there's a couple of gamers in here.
Oh, yeah, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, but there's also another game called Celeste. Celeste. It's a game called Celeste. It's a platformers game, and the artwork of that game is very very similar. I gave her the assignment that you can say the pitch that I gave her was that I want my personal branding to
Oh
be
yes, I played this one. It's getting to the top of the mountain, right?
Yeah, it's made in Canada actually. The game is made in Canada.
You're right. It is Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, I have been emailing them that hey, hire me, but they haven't responded. But they will someday.
So what's next for you, Talha? What are you up to next, or what's in the pipeline for you?
What's in the pipeline for me is that even though like people are software developer here, as I said before, always follow the beat of your own drum. And the last thing I would want to say that it's because of all these different instructors, even though I have no formal education, it's because of all these teachers and instructors. And anyone can be a teacher, can be your teacher. Anyone can. In Urdu, the word that we have is called ustad. And anyone can be your ustad. That can be your friend, that can be your parents, that can be anyone who says anything smart in your life, that it can be your ustad. So learn from every source, learn from everywhere. Movies, books, TVs, music, art, everything. Sorry, please go on.
No, thank you so much, Talha. I see there are no questions online. Becca says no questions, and thank you for sharing your story.
No problem.
On behalf of the class, thank you. Is there anything you'd like to share, or anywhere we can follow you, or something you want
to? Oh yeah. You were talking about the next plan. The next plan that I have is that I'm studying to become a lawyer, and for that I have to first give the LSAT exam. So now my next, because now I can work. Because I finished my study period. Now that I can work, I'm looking for a job as well. But I have ways, like I Uber on my bicycle, and I have a photography. So this is what I'm currently doing. Let me show you. Yeah, so this is my photography, because I have so much experience with cameras as well, and I have done wedding photography before. Currently, what I'm doing is I have started this photography startup, you can say. And I have a whole pitch ready. Or I have this is a post about my grandfather who won the award from the president. You can see the video as well. And so this is what I'm currently doing. I'm making good money actually from here. Decent amount of money that good enough to survive from freelance photography, as well as I am doing Uber delivery on my bicycle, and I'm also applying and looking elsewhere as well. Nice. And I'm studying to become a lawyer. That's the main thing. I'm studying to give my.
Well, I have no doubt you'll have a lot of success. I know you. I see you as a self-made man.
Thank you. I see you same as well.
So where can we follow you? I guess Instagram is the best place to follow you.
Instagram best place. If anyone wants to follow my Geek My Day page, it's Geek My Day on Instagram. I will put it in the chat.
Well, there you have it, folks. Man from Pakistan came to Canada, making his own.
And also follow all these people. We can also follow all these people that I give pairs to, and also my photography page. But people that I like, my friend Maheen, if you can please follow. And also, the last thing I would say, if anyone wants to get in touch with me, like or like if anyone wants to like get in touch, need advice or anything, you can follow my my personal page. It's talha.svt. I will put that in there as well. But you can get, if you want. I don't open all the other accounts all that much. If you like someone wants to get needs help in advice, you can message me there. I will respond there the quickest.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Talha. Thank you for your time
All right,
today.
no problem, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so
For
much.
sharing, for sharing your great
Thank you.
story. And
Thank you so much.
and
I hope that I at least helped one person. If really, just be kind. Be kind. If you are a good, kind, creative person, laugh at your own jokes. People will see that. Yeah, other employers will see that a good, fun person is a good, fun person to be around at any job. So, yeah, always remember that. And just always be kind. Be kind, polite person, and try to read as much as possible. Watch as many movies as possible. Read as many books as possible. Go to art galleries. I already talked about art and everything, and that's really it. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. And
thank you.
yeah, no problem, no problem. Thank you.